and welcome back to the calm and curious. Get comfortable wherever you are. Take a deep breath in and out. Tonight, we are going on a gentle journey to discover the very state you are entering, sleep itself. There is no need to remember any of this. Just let the words wash over you. Let your body slowly relax, feeling yourself drifting toward that peaceful state, the restorative darkness you need. If you like our content, help us create more educational videos by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you. And now let us begin. You will spend about 1/3 of your life asleep. If you live to 80 years old, you will have slept for approximately 27 years. That is nearly 3 decades of rest, 3 decades of renewal. Sleep is not wasted time. It is essential time. This is not absence from life. This is preparation for life. Sleep is not a passive state. Your brain remains remarkably active while you sleep, just in different ways than when awake. Important processes happen during these hours. Critical functions occur in this darkness. Your sleeping brain is working. Your resting mind is busy. Activity continues, just directed inward rather than outward. There are 2 main types of sleep. REM sleep is when most dreaming occurs, when your brain is very active. Non-REM sleep has 3 stages, each progressively deeper than the last. You cycle through these stages multiple times each night, moving between them in regular patterns. Your sleep is not uniform, and the night contains variety. A complete sleep cycle lasts about 90 minutes. You move from light sleep to deep sleep, then into REM sleep, then back again. Most people complete 4 to 6 cycles per night, depending on total sleep time. These cycles are the rhythm of your rest, the pattern of your recovery. Stage 1 is the lightest sleep. This is the transition between waking and sleeping, lasting only a few minutes. You can be easily awakened from this stage, often with a slight jolt or twitch. Your muscles begin to relax. Your breathing slows. Your awareness starts to fade. This is the threshold. You are leaving one state, approaching another. Stage 2 is where you spend most of your sleep time. About 50% of your total sleep occurs in this stage. Your body temperature drops. Your heart rate slows. You become truly disengaged from your surroundings. The world fades further. Consciousness dims more deeply. Stage 3 is deep sleep. This is the most restorative stage, the most important for physical recovery. Your blood pressure drops to its lowest point. Your muscles are deeply relaxed. It is very difficult to wake someone from deep sleep. They often feel groggy if awakened. Your body does its greatest repair work here. Your system conducts its most intensive restoration in this stage. REM stands for rapid eye movement. During this stage, your eyes move quickly behind closed lids even though you are asleep. This is when most vivid dreams occur, when your mind creates entire worlds. Your brain waves during REM sleep look similar to waking brain waves, yet you remain deeply asleep. The mind is active, but the body is paralyzed. Your body becomes temporarily paralyzed during REM sleep. Muscles are prevented from moving, except for your eyes and the muscles that control breathing. This paralysis is necessary. It stops you from physically acting out your dreams. Without this protective mechanism, you might injure yourself while sleeping. The body knows to hold still. The system understands when movement should stop. Deep sleep decreases as you age. Young children spend much more time in deep sleep than adults do. By middle age, deep sleep may represent only 10 to 20% of total sleep time. This is why older adults often feel their sleep is less refreshing than when they were young. Sleep deprivation affects every system in your body. Your immune function decreases. Your cognitive abilities decline. Your emotional regulation suffers. Even one night of poor sleep impacts performance the next day measurably. Chronic sleep deprivation increases risk of obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and many other conditions. Sleep is not optional. Your body requires this time. Your system demands these hours. Without adequate sleep, everything suffers. Most adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Some people function well with slightly less. Others need slightly more. But very few adults truly thrive on less than 7 hours consistently. Your individual sleep need is partly genetic, partly influenced by age and lifestyle. What you need is what you need. Sleep debt accumulates over time. Missing an hour of sleep creates a debt that must eventually be repaid. You cannot make up for chronic sleep loss with one long night of rest. Recovery takes time. The body keeps score. The system tracks the deficit. Every hour matters. Every night counts. You cannot cheat sleep indefinitely. Your body has a natural sleep-wake cycle. This circadian rhythm is controlled by the suprachiasmatic nucleus in your brain, a tiny cluster of about 20,000 neurons. This internal clock runs on roughly a 24-hour cycle, synchronized primarily by light exposure. Even without external time cues, this rhythm persists. Your body knows the time. Light is the most powerful cue for your circadian rhythm. Morning sunlight helps set your internal clock, signaling that the day has begun. Evening light, especially blue light from screens, can delay your sleep onset. Darkness triggers melatonin production, preparing your body for sleep. Your eyes are not just for seeing, they are also for timing. Light enters, and your whole system responds. Melatonin is the hormone of darkness. Your pineal gland produces it as evening approaches, levels rising throughout the night. Melatonin does not make you sleep directly, but it signals that the time for sleep is approaching. As morning nears, melatonin production decreases, preparing you for waking. This is your chemical messenger. Darkness creates it. Light suppresses it. The cycle is automatic. The pattern is built in. Your body temperature drops during sleep. Core temperature decreases by about 1 to 2 degrees Fahrenheit at night. This cooling is part of the process that helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. Warming up in the morning helps signal that it is time to wake. Temperature and sleep are intimately connected. Heat and rest dance together. Your thermostat adjusts for sleep. Most people fall asleep within 10 to 20 minutes. If you fall asleep much faster than this, you may be sleep deprived. If it takes much longer consistently, you may have difficulty initiating sleep. The ease of falling asleep reflects your sleep pressure, how much your body needs rest. When sleep comes instantly, you probably need more of it. When sleep eludes you, something is interfering with the natural process. Sleep pressure builds the longer you are awake. A substance called adenosine accumulates in your brain during waking hours, creating increasing desire for sleep. Caffeine blocks adenosine receptors, temporarily masking this sleep pressure. But the adenosine keeps building, waiting for the caffeine to wear off. You can delay the pressure, but you cannot eliminate it. The debt grows larger. The need becomes stronger. Eventually, sleep will have its way. Dreaming serves important functions. Dreams help process emotions, consolidate memories, work through problems. Your brain sorts through the day's experiences, deciding what to keep and what to discard. Not all dreams are remembered, but whether remembered or not, the dreaming process matters. Your mind processes while you rest. You dream during both REM and non-REM sleep. REM dreams are typically more vivid and bizarre, while non-REM dreams are more thought-like. But dreaming is not exclusive to REM sleep as once believed. The sleeping brain generates mental content throughout the night, creating narratives and images across all stages. Most dreams are forgotten immediately. Even vivid dreams fade within minutes of waking unless actively recalled. You likely have 4 to 6 dreams per night, but remember only fragments, if anything. This forgetting is normal, perhaps even necessary. Some experiences are meant to be temporary. Sleep deprivation impairs judgment. When you are tired, you become less able to assess your own impairment. Sleep-deprived people often insist they are fine, even as their performance measurably declines. This is dangerous because you cannot trust your own perception of how well you are functioning. Microsleeps can occur when you are severely sleep-deprived. These are brief episodes, lasting only seconds, where your brain essentially falls asleep. Your eyes may be open, you may appear awake, but your brain briefly disconnects. These are especially dangerous while driving or operating machinery. Your awareness flickers off, and small gaps appear in your attention. Sleep and memory are deeply connected. During sleep, your brain consolidates memories from the day, moving them from temporary to long-term storage. Sleep after learning improves retention significantly compared to staying awake. Different types of memories are processed during different sleep stages, each stage contributing uniquely. Sleep enhances creativity and problem-solving. The saying, "sleep on it," has scientific validity. Problems often seem clearer after a good night of rest. Your sleeping brain makes novel connections, linking ideas that seemed unrelated while awake. Many creative breakthroughs have occurred during or after sleep, solutions appearing as if by magic. But it is not magic. It is your brain working differently. Sleep deprivation affects emotional regulation. When tired, you become more emotionally reactive, more easily frustrated or upset. The connection between your emotional centers and rational control weakens with lack of sleep. Small annoyances feel like major problems. Minor setbacks trigger outsized reactions. Sleep stabilizes emotion and regulates feeling. Chronic sleep deprivation increases inflammation. Sleep loss triggers inflammatory processes throughout your body, raising levels of inflammatory markers. This persistent inflammation contributes to many chronic diseases over time. Your body reduces inflammation during adequate sleep. Health requires rest. Sleep affects your metabolism and appetite. When sleep deprived, hormones that regulate hunger become dysregulated. You feel hungrier and less satisfied after eating. Sleep-deprived people tend to eat more, especially high-calorie foods. Sleep helps maintain healthy weight. Sleeping pills are not the same as natural sleep. Medications may help you lose consciousness, but they do not produce the same brainwave patterns. The sleep architecture is altered. The normal progression through stages is disrupted. Medication has its place, but it is not equivalent to natural rest. Alcohol disrupts sleep quality. While it may help you fall asleep faster, alcohol suppresses REM sleep initially. As the alcohol metabolizes, sleep becomes fragmented. You may wake more frequently, spend less time in deep sleep. What seems like help is actually hindrance. Your immune system is strengthened during sleep. Important immune functions occur preferentially during rest. Sleep-deprived people are more susceptible to infections. They produce fewer antibodies after vaccination. Sleep is immune support. Rest is part of defense. Growth hormone is released primarily during deep sleep. This hormone supports tissue repair, muscle growth, bone strength. In children, it supports physical development. Even in adults, growth hormone continues important regenerative functions during sleep. Sleep cleans your brain, literally. The glymphatic system becomes more active during sleep, clearing metabolic waste. This includes removing beta amyloid, a protein linked to Alzheimer's disease. Your sleeping brain is bathing itself. Your resting mind is washing itself. Shift work disrupts natural sleep patterns. Working against your circadian rhythm creates chronic misalignment. This increases risk of numerous health problems over time. Night shift workers often struggle with sleep quality. Fighting your biology has consequences. Jet lag results from circadian misalignment. When you travel across time zones, your internal clock remains set to origin time. It takes about 1 day per time zone to fully adjust. Your body eventually adapts, but the transition is uncomfortable. Napping can be beneficial or detrimental. Short naps of 20 to 30 minutes can boost alertness without causing grogginess. Longer naps may leave you groggy and can interfere with nighttime sleep. Naps are tools to be used wisely. Some animals sleep with half their brain at a time. Dolphins keep one hemisphere awake while the other sleeps. Humans do not have this ability. We must sleep with our entire brain. Our sleep is all or nothing. Sleep needs vary across species dramatically. Humans need about 8 hours on average, but a brown bat sleeps about 20 hours per day. Giraffes sleep less than 2 hours total, in brief naps while standing. Each species has evolved the sleep amount that serves its survival. Newborns sleep 14 to 17 hours per day. Their sleep is divided into many short periods. They do not yet have a consolidated nighttime sleep pattern. REM sleep dominates their rest, important for rapidly developing brains. As infants mature, sleep becomes more consolidated, shifting toward nighttime. What the infant needs differs from what the adult requires. Early life demands its own pattern. Teenagers have a biological shift in sleep timing. Puberty brings changes to the circadian rhythm, naturally delaying sleep onset and wake time. This is not laziness or poor discipline. It is biology. Teenagers genuinely feel more alert later at night and struggle to wake early in the morning. Early school start times work against adolescent biology, creating chronic sleep deprivation in many teens. Sleep architecture changes with age. Older adults spend more time in lighter stages, less in deep restorative sleep. They also wake more frequently during the night, taking longer to fall back asleep. Total sleep time may decrease slightly, though the need for sleep does not disappear. Aging transforms rest. The pattern shifts, but the need persists. Exercise improves sleep quality. Regular physical activity helps you fall asleep faster and increases time spent in deep sleep. But timing matters. Vigorous exercise too close to bedtime can be stimulating. Morning or afternoon exercise provides the most sleep benefit for most people. Exercise is medicine for sleep. But dosage and timing matter like any treatment. Your bedroom environment affects sleep quality. Temperature matters. Most people sleep best in a cool room around 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Darkness is important. Even small amounts of light can disrupt sleep. Noise should be minimized, though some people benefit from white noise masking disruptive sounds. Mattresses and pillows influence sleep comfort. A supportive mattress that maintains spinal alignment reduces pain and improves sleep quality. The best mattress varies by individual, depending on body type and sleeping position. Pillows should support the natural curve of your neck and spine. The surface you rest upon affects the rest you receive. Your sleep equipment is not merely furniture. It is health equipment. Sleep position affects snoring and sleep apnea. Sleeping on your back allows gravity to collapse your airway, worsening these conditions. Side sleeping often reduces snoring, keeps airways more open. Some people benefit from sleeping with their head elevated slightly. Sleep apnea is a serious condition. Breathing repeatedly stops during sleep, sometimes hundreds of times per night. Each pause causes a brief awakening, fragmenting sleep severely. This condition increases risk of heart disease, stroke, and many other health problems. Most people with sleep apnea do not know they have it. They only know they feel tired despite adequate time in bed. Insomnia is the most common sleep disorder. It involves difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or both. Chronic insomnia affects about 10% of adults. Many factors contribute, including stress and poor sleep habits. The bed becomes associated with wakefulness, and the bedroom triggers alertness. Sleep restriction therapy can help insomnia. Paradoxically, spending less time in bed can improve sleep quality. By limiting time in bed to actual sleep time, sleep pressure increases. This retrains the body and reestablishes the connection between bed and sleep. Cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia works well. CBT, one addresses the thoughts and behaviors that perpetuate insomnia. It teaches stimulus control, sleep restriction, relaxation techniques. Studies show lasting improvement, benefits that persist after treatment ends. Your sleep quality affects those around you. Poor sleep makes you more irritable, less patient. Good sleep improves mood and enhances empathy. The well-rested are better friends, better partners, better co-workers. Your sleep affects your relationships. Sleep deprivation impairs driving. Being awake for 18 hours impairs driving similar to alcohol. After 24 hours awake, impairment equals roughly 0.10 blood alcohol. Drowsy driving causes thousands of accidents annually. Tiredness is invisible intoxication. Exhaustion is unseen impairment. Power naps should be timed carefully. A 10 to 20-minute nap can provide quick refreshment without grogginess. Longer naps risk entering deep sleep, making you feel worse when awakened. The ideal nap time is early afternoon, when most people experience a natural dip in alertness. Brief rest refreshes. Extended rest may confuse. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 hours. This means that 5 hours after consuming caffeine, half of it is still in your system. That afternoon, coffee may still be affecting you at bedtime, even if you do not feel it consciously. Sensitivity to caffeine varies greatly between individuals due to genetic differences. What one person tolerates easily may keep another awake for hours. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin. The wavelength of light from phones, tablets, and computers signals daytime to your brain. This delays sleep onset, makes falling asleep more difficult. Using screens before bed is one of the most common sleep disruptors in modern life. The solution is not complicated, just difficult to implement in our connected world. Turn devices off, or at least use night mode settings that reduce blue light. Consistency in sleep schedule matters more than most people realize. Going to bed and waking at the same time every day, even on weekends, strengthens your circadian rhythm. Irregular sleep schedules create a form of social jet lag. Your body never knows what to expect. Regular sleep times improve sleep quality, even if total sleep time does not change. Your body craves predictability. Sleep deprivation accelerates aging. Chronic poor sleep is associated with shorter telomeres. the protective caps on chromosomes that shorten with age. Sleep-deprived people show more wrinkles, less elastic skin, more signs of aging. The fountain of youth may not be a fountain, but it involves a bed. Rest preserves youth. Sleep slows aging. Dreams can be influenced by external stimuli. Sounds, smells, sensations during sleep can incorporate into dream content. The alarm clock becomes part of your dream. The blanket slipping off creates dream scenarios of being cold. Your dreaming brain tries to explain external sensations, weaving them into the narrative. Your dreams are not sealed off from the world. Your sleeping mind still monitors your situation. Lucid dreaming is being aware that you are dreaming. Some people can recognize they are in a dream while it is happening, even exert some control over dream content. This skill can be learned with practice through various techniques. Research suggests lucid dreaming occurs primarily during REM sleep, when brain activity is high. Sleep talking is more common than many people think. About 5% of adults talk during sleep regularly. Sleep talking usually occurs during transitions between sleep stages. The speech is typically gibberish or mumbling. What you say while sleeping usually has no deep meaning. Sleepwalking is more common in children than adults. About 15% of children sleepwalk occasionally. Most outgrow it. Sleepwalking occurs during deep non-REM sleep. The sleepwalker has no memory of the episode afterward. Neither fully asleep nor awake. The brain is caught between states. Sleep paralysis is frightening but harmless. You wake up but cannot move. Your muscles still paralyzed from a REM sleep. This can last seconds or minutes, often with hallucinations. It occurs when the boundary between REM sleep and waking blurs. Terrifying but temporary. Scary but harmless. Narcolepsy is excessive daytime sleepiness. People with this disorder feel overwhelming urge to sleep during the day. Some also experience cataplexy, sudden muscle weakness triggered by emotions. Narcolepsy results from loss of neurons that produce hypocretin. The sleep-wake system is broken. Restless leg syndrome disrupts sleep. People feel uncomfortable sensations in their legs, strong urge to move them. Symptoms worsen at night, making it difficult to fall asleep. Moving the legs provides temporary relief. The body will not rest. The limbs will not quiet. Pregnancy often disrupts sleep. Hormonal changes, physical discomfort, frequent urination, all interfere with rest. Sleep quality typically worsens as pregnancy progresses. The body prepares through deprivation. Nature trains through hardship. New parents lose significant sleep. In the first year of a baby's life, parents average about 1 to 2 fewer hours of sleep per night. This accumulated sleep debt affects mood, cognitive function, physical health. Parenthood transforms rest. Children change sleep. Love requires sacrifice. Care demands cost. Menopause affects sleep quality. Hot flashes interrupt sleep. Hormonal changes alter sleep architecture. Many women experience insomnia during menopause. The body transitions, and sleep is disturbed. Hormones shift, and rest is challenged. Depression and sleep have a bidirectional relationship. Poor sleep increases depression risk. Depression disrupts sleep. Treating either condition often helps the other. They feed each other. They reinforce each other. Start where you can. Change what you can change. Anxiety often interferes with sleep onset. The worried mind resists rest. Ruminating thoughts prevent relaxation. You cannot force yourself to fall asleep. Trying harder makes it more difficult. Sleep requires surrender. Rest demands release. The path to sleep goes through letting go. Pain and sleep create a difficult cycle. Pain makes it hard to sleep. Poor sleep lowers pain threshold. This mutual interference makes both problems worse. Breaking free requires addressing both sides. Healing demands attention to the whole system. Some medications interfere with sleep. Stimulants are obvious, but many other drugs affect rest as well. Talk with your doctor if you suspect medication affects your rest. Alternatives may be available. Medicine is always a balance. Treatment requires weighing benefits against costs. Chronic pain conditions often include sleep disturbance. The body cannot rest when it hurts. The system cannot restore when it suffers. Pain and sleep should both be addressed. Both deserve treatment. Neither is merely a symptom of the other. Sleep hygiene refers to habits that promote good sleep. Keep a consistent schedule. Create a bedtime routine. Make your bedroom comfortable. Avoid caffeine late in the day. Limit alcohol. Exercise regularly, but not too late. These practices are simple, but not always easy to follow consistently. Worrying about not sleeping makes insomnia worse. The bed becomes a place of anxiety. The bedroom triggers stress. This performance anxiety about sleep sabotages sleep itself. The harder you try, the more it eludes you. Let go of the goal. Release the pressure. Sometimes rest comes through ending the fight for rest. Your bed should be reserved for sleep and intimacy only. Do not work in bed, watch television there, or use devices while lying down. Your brain learns what the bed means and prepares accordingly. If the bed means sleep, your brain begins the sleep process when you lie down. Progressive muscle relaxation can aid sleep. Systematically tensing and relaxing muscle groups helps release physical tension. Signals the body that it is time to rest. Tension, then release. Tightening, then letting go. The release comes naturally after the tension. The relaxation follows automatically after the contraction. Deep breathing activates the relaxation response. Slow, diaphragmatic breathing signals safety to your nervous system. Triggers parasympathetic activation. Your body cannot be both aroused and relaxed simultaneously. It must choose one state or the other. Breathing is the tool that tips the balance. Breath is the lever that changes state. Meditation can improve sleep quality. Regular meditation practice reduces arousal, enhances ability to relax. You do not need to meditate before bed, though it can help. The calm you cultivate by day persists into the night. Training in letting go helps when it is time to let go into sleep. Acceptance paradoxically improves sleep. When you stop fighting wakefulness, when you release the struggle, sleep often arrives on its own. This is not giving up on sleep. This is giving up the fight for sleep. Hold your wish for sleep lightly. Grip it gently. Gentle welcoming invites it closer. Soft acceptance allows it to arrive. Your sleep quality affects your relationships. Poor sleep makes you more irritable, less patient, harder to be around. Good sleep improves mood, enhances empathy, makes you more pleasant company. How you sleep influences how you relate. Your nighttime rest shapes your daytime interactions. Weekend sleep patterns affect weekly rest. Sleeping late on weekends throws off your circadian rhythm, making Monday morning even harder. It is better to maintain consistent sleep times throughout the week, even on days off. The body prefers predictable patterns. The system thrives on regular rhythms. Sleep is when most heart attacks occur. The hours between midnight and 6 in the morning carry highest risk. Blood pressure and heart rate changes during sleep and waking. Obstructive sleep apnea increases these risks substantially. Good sleep protects the heart. Quality rest guards the cardiovascular system. Your dreams reflect your waking life. Concerns you have while awake often appear in dreams, though usually in symbolic form. The brain processes emotional content during dreams, working through fears and worries. Listen to your dreams. They may be telling you something. Pay attention to recurring themes. They may be highlighting something important. Animals have different sleep patterns. Dolphins sleep with one half of their brain at a time, remaining partially conscious. Birds can sleep while migrating. Some animals barely sleep at all. Others sleep most of the day. Sleep takes many forms across nature. Rest appears in countless patterns. You can be sleep deprived without knowing it. People adapt to chronic sleep restriction, feeling normal while still impaired. Performance suffers, mood declines, but subjective sleepiness plateaus. You think you have adjusted, but objective measures show continued deficits. Test yourself honestly. Evaluate your sleep objectively. Measure outcomes. Observe performance. Sleep needs do not decrease much with age. Older adults need roughly as much sleep as middle-aged adults, about 7 to 9 hours. They may get less sleep due to difficulty, but the need persists. Quality may decline, but quantity should not. The goal remains the same, even as achieving it becomes harder. Technology has disrupted human sleep patterns. Before electric light, people's sleep was governed by natural light-dark cycles. Modern life allows us to ignore these natural cues, working and playing well into the night. We can override our circadian rhythms, but we cannot eliminate them. the conflict between modern life and ancient biology creates many of our sleep problems. Some people are naturally short sleepers. A rare genetic mutation allows about 1% of people to thrive on less than 6 hours of sleep. Most people who claim to be short sleepers are actually chronically sleep deprived. Do not assume you are in this rare group. The odds are against it. Most people need 7 to 9 hours. Very few truly need less. The two-process model explains sleep regulation. Process S is sleep pressure that builds during waking. Process C is the circadian rhythm. Sleep occurs when high sleep pressure coincides with the circadian low point. Both processes must align for good sleep. You have two systems governing sleep. Honor both processes. Respect both mechanisms. Sleep connects you to something larger. Every night you surrender consciousness, releasing control. You trust in the process. You let go into darkness. Sleep is faith made manifest. Sleep is trust embodied. You cannot make yourself sleep. You can only allow it to happen. Every time you fall asleep, you are practicing trust. Every time you surrender to rest, you are rehearsing release. Humans are the only mammals that willingly delay sleep. Other animals sleep when tired, responding to biological need directly. We override this signal, staying awake for countless reasons. We sacrifice sleep for work, for entertainment, for social connection. Our gift is also our curse. Our strength is also our weakness. The ability to choose when to sleep means we can choose wrong. Your bed deserves investment. You will spend roughly 25 years of your life there. Make it comfortable. You will pass thousands of nights there. Make it supportive. Good sleep is not a luxury. Rest is not optional. Treat your bed like the important place it is. Honor your sleep space like the essential environment it is. Every animal that has been studied sleeps. Sleep appears universal among animals with nervous systems, essential to life itself. Evolution preserved sleep despite its vulnerability, despite the danger of being unconscious. If sleep were not necessary, evolution would have eliminated it. The fact that all animals sleep proves sleep's fundamental importance. Sleep research has expanded greatly. What was once dismissed as passive time is now understood as active and essential. We continue discovering new functions, uncovering new mechanisms. Science is confirming what humanity has always known. Rest matters profoundly. Your grandmother was right. Folk wisdom contained biological truth. Tonight you will sleep. Your body will transition from waking to sleeping. Your brain will shift its mode. You will lose consciousness, and your awareness will fade. Your body will repair itself. Your brain will consolidate memories. All of this will happen without your conscious participation. Your body knows what to do. Your system understands the process. Sleep is automatic. Rest is natural. You do not need to make it happen. You only need to allow it. Trust the process. Surrender to the system. Your body wants to sleep. Your brain wants to rest. Let it happen. Allow it to occur. You are already being carried towards sleep. You are already drifting in that direction. Do not resist the pull. Do not fight the current. Just let yourself be carried. Allow yourself to float. Deeper and deeper. Into rest. Into sleep. Into peace. Sleep is not the opposite of life. It is part of life, essential to life, woven throughout life. You do not stop living when you sleep. You live differently. Sleep is not death's rehearsal. It is life's restoration. Every morning you are reborn. Every awakening is resurrection. Sleep allows life to continue. Rest makes waking possible. Without sleep, there is no sustainable waking. Without rest, there is no continuing consciousness. Sleep serves life. Rest enables living. The time you spend sleeping is not time lost. It is time invested. Sleep well tonight. Rest deeply now. Your body will do its work. Your brain will complete its processes. Trust in this ancient pattern. Surrender to this universal need. You have been sleeping since before you were born. You will sleep until your last day. This is part of being alive. This is woven into existence. Sleep is not the end of anything. It is the continuation of everything. Rest is not opposite to life. Rest is essential to life. Sleep now and wake restored. Rest tonight and rise renewed. The darkness holds you gently. The unconsciousness carries you safely. Let go and sleep and be at peace. And so we have journeyed through 101 facts about sleep itself, the very state you are entering now, the very rest you are finding. Your body knows what comes next. Your brain understands the transition ahead. You do not need to force anything. You do not need to make it happen. Sleep will come in its own time. Rest will arrive when it is ready. Trust the process. Surrender to the system. Let go into the darkness. Sleep well and stay calm and curious. The night will hold you gently until morning comes.